Good morning and Saira to all the students. I hope you all are learning and taking a benefit from your online class. Students, today in this session we are going to take social science, and in last session we had covered one chapter from civics. So today I'm going to teach you one chapter from your history NCERT book. So here is the content line. So today my topic or the lesson which I am going to teach you is lesson number 2, on the trail of the earliest people. So let's start our chapter number 2, on the trail of the earliest people. History is all about past and the earliest people. So before starting my chapter, let me introduce some keywords. One by one I am going to show the images and explain you the keywords, so the chapter will be easy to understand. Okay, so my first keyword is hunter gatherer. This is very important word which you are going to hear again and again during this video. So student, hunter and gatherer. Basically the early people were hunter and gatherers. They were early people of the Indian subcontinent. They lived in the subcontinent as 2 million years ago. As 2 million years ago. They hunted the animals, caught fish and birds, gathered fruits, roots, nuts, eggs, leaves, and so on. So now you know who were hunter and gatherer. They were the people, early people, those who lived in the subcontinent as 2 million years ago. So now we are not going to use the word people, we are going to use the word hunter and gatherer for the early people. Now I am going to show you some pictures. See, this is the picture of the early people. Now one more picture, you can see these people with their tools. So who were the hunter gatherers? They were the early people who lived in the subcontinent about 2 million years ago. Okay student, now the second term is site. S-I-T-E, site. So in this lesson this word is used for those places from where archaeologists have found evidence of hunter and gatherers. So basically site is a place. Site is a place where archaeologists have found evidences. Evidences means witnesses, some things, stones, tools of hunter and gatherers. Many sites are located near source of water. Many sites are located near source of water. So basically what are the sites? Place where archaeologists have found evidence of hunter gatherers. Now these sites we are going to see in our further chapter, in the further session, with the help of the map. Now the third term is habitation. What is our third term? Habitation. Now some sites known as habitation sites are places where people live. This is the main word. Habitation is a site which related with the place where these people were lived. So some sites known as habitation site are places where people lived. These includes caves and rock shelters. So early people were not aware of making building, so they were used to live in caves and rock shelters. So basically habitation is the place where people were lived. Next, factory, or we can known as say this factory site. So now let me explain you this term factory. Place where natural stone was found. Place where natural stone was found and where people made tools, and where people made tools are known as factory sites. So basically what they were doing in these sites, they were making the tools because the availability of natural stone was there. The place where natural stone was found and where people made tools are known as factory site. So now you can see the difference between habitation and factory site. So habitation is a place where people were live, and factory site is a place where people made tools. So now you can differentiate the factory site and the habitation site. Now let's start with the earliest people. So as I told you, earliest people known as hunters and gatherers. So that time as a hunter, they were alert, quick, they had presence of mind, and they have to run after the animals also, because animal used to run fast. So they were using their tools to hunt them. So what were the features of the hunters of that time? They were alert, quick, and having a very good presence of mind. So alert, quick, presence of mind. Now as gatherers, they collect plants, fruits, nuts, roots, seeds, leaves, stalks, and eggs. And even they were intelligent because they know which part of the fruit should be eatable or ripe. So they have to eat only that part. So gatherer, they collect plants, fruits, roots, leaves, nuts, eggs, and on that they were known as hunters and gatherers. These definition I have explained you just few minutes before. Now this is our second topic of NCERT book, 4 reasons why hunter gatherers move from place to place. Okay student, and it is a topic from book. Now 4 reasons. Now one by one I am going to explain you reason. First thing, they would have eaten up all the available plants and resources. So for new resources they have to move from one place to another. So first thing, they would have eaten up all the available plants and resources. For further resources, in search of plants and resources, they have to move from one place to another. Second, as animals move from place to place, so in search of small prey or cattle, they were also moving. Correct? Because they were hunters. Hunter can't be hunt in a same place because they are hunting animal. So with movement of animal, hunters were also moving that time. So I hope you clear with these 2 points. They would have eaten up all the available plants and resources. As animals move from place to place, either in search of small prey or with cattle. Now 2 more points. Now our third point. Plants and trees bear fruit in different seasons. Everybody knows about it. We have different seasonal fruits. So people may have moved from season to season in search of different kind of plants. Very easy. So because our plants and fruits are seasonal, so the early men have to move from season to season in search of different kind of plants. Now our fourth point. Now the fourth point is people, plant, animal need water to survive. You know that everyone, whether it is a plant, people or animals, they need water to survive. And so during the dry season, they had to move in search of water. Generally, they were living near the bank of rivers, but some rivers are seasonal. So during the dry seasons, or we can say during the summer season, they had to move in search of water. They had to move in search of water. So these are the 4 points which explain you the reasons why hunter and gatherers move from one place to another. I hope now you know the reason. Now, one more topic from our book. How do we know about these people? Here, these people means early people, means hunter and gatherers. So, how do we know about these people? Means hunter and gatherer. Archaeologists have found some things hunter and gatherer made and used. So, basically, we were aware about these people through archaeologists. The things which they got as evidence. So, as I told you about site, so they got evidence in the site and we were aware about according to the things which they got in the archaeology sites. So now hunter and gatherer made some tools. So tools of stone, what they have made? Tools of stone, tools of wood, tools of bones. These are the main 3 points. What archaeologists have found? They found tools of stone, tools of wood and tools of bone. These are the very important thing. Now I am going to show you some pictures. Now you can see some pictures of tools. Okay student. So these were the tools which archaeologists found and they were made by the early men, means hunter and gatherer. Now one by one I am going to show you 4 pictures of the stone tools. Now here are the pictures of stone tool. Now you can see a stone tool. These are the example of the earliest tool, because that time they didn't know about the technology, the technique, how to sharpen these tools. So these are the examples of the earliest tools. Okay students. Now second, these were made several thousand years ago. After that, these were made several thousand years ago. Now you can see the changes in the tools. As time passes, their tools were also improved. Now I am showing you third picture, picture number C. These were made later still. Now you can see now the tools were sharpened and they have some edges, they are pointed, so they improved slowly and gradually. Now the picture number 4th and last, these were made about 10,000 years ago. Now you can see from the journey from the 2 million years ago, now you can see the tools about 10,000 years ago. So they have improved a lot. So I am showing you these 4 pictures again. These are the stone tools. First, second, third and the last and the fourth. Now uses of tools, how they were used, these tools, this is also very important. First thing, were used to cut meat because they were hunters. They have to cut the meat of the animal. And bone, scrap bark, because they have to use the wood tree bark as a tool for other purposes. So they are using their tools for that. Third, chop fruits and roots. They need to chop fruits and roots, as fruits and roots are the natural source of plants and everything. To make spear, arrows for hunting, even because they are not only hunting the animals for their food need, but they have to hunt the animal to protect against them. They need to protect from the animals also. So here these are the uses of these tools. First, cut meat and bone, scrap bark, chop fruits and root, and to make spears and arrow for hunting. So these are the purpose of the tools. Now you can see this is about the early men, how the early men were used to live that time. First thing I told you, they used to live in caves and rock shelters. Second, why they are moving from one place to another? As I told you, the need of moving from one place to another. First thing, because they would have eaten up all the available plants. Second, because they were hunter, so in search of small prey, they have to move from one place to another. Second, because fruits are seasonal, in search of fruits and roots, they have to move from one place to another. Fourth, in search of water. In search of water. Now the next topic is, how do we know about these men? So we will know about these by with the help of archaeologists who have found some things related to hunter and gatherer. They were tools of stone, wood and bones. Now one by one we have read about these tools, and these tools were made up of stones and wood, and they used these tools to cut, to chop and for hunting. To cut, to chop and for hunting, they were making these tools for these things. So along with those points, as I told you about these points, there are two main other thing also in which these tools were used. Now you can see the picture. This is a picture of a early man is stitching something. You can see. Okay, so here the early man is stitching something. So this is also one of the use of stone tool, that stitching clothes made out of animal skin. What is the use? Stitching clothes made out of animal skin, because that time people were used to wear the animal skin. So what is the use of these tools? Stitching clothes made out of animal skin. Now one more use. Now you can see one person is digging something. You can see here one person is digging something. Everybody knows the meaning of digging the ground. Now you can see with the help of this, here the tool shape is also given. So digging something. So here what is the use of stone tool? Digging the ground to collect edible roots. Digging the ground to collect edible roots. So now we have seen two types of uses of stone tool with the help of picture. First thing, this is the tool which they were used to stitch something. Second, this is the picture how they were used this stone tool to dig something, to dig the ground. So these were the uses of stone tools by the early men. Okay student, I hope you understand this chapter. Now further chapter we will do in our next session. Now I'm giving you some worksheet. Do that worksheet and no need to write anything in your fair notebook until we will not inform you. Saira.